Up to 1403 is a combination of three pieces that's very important to employers in the state of Missouri. It's a work comp bill. It includes a second injury fund fix. It also contains the language that's passed both chambers of this body, the co-employment liability occupational disease language that is coupled with the second injury fund fix. So basically, we'll not go into much detail into that part of the language, but obviously what we're doing with the second injury fund fix is narrowing the window of claims that are eligible. Obviously taking the permanent partials and putting them back into work comp. The total disability claims are the ones that would be eligible to access the fund. It increases the funding by 1.5% the first year, with the potential to be raised by the panel to a total of 3%. That will generate or throw off possibly an additional $30–40 million in a bad economy. In a better economy, there's going to be testimony here that will say that this is not adequate, it's not enough funding. Back in 2005, the second injury fund, we were collecting a little over $2 billion in work comp premiums, which was throwing off about $60–70 million. We're currently under this last year, we took in about $1.3 billion, which threw off about $40 million, and the money went in the second injury fund. We believe in a better economy that this will be, I believe, will be adequate funding, and have the opportunity with some sort of a cap there that will ensure businesses that this thing won't get completely out of hand. There are a few other, again, we believe that narrowing those window of claims is very, very important. To only treat those total disability claims, handle them through the second injury fund, accessing the second injury fund. We also believe by moving some of those claims to work comp, we'll offset and raise some premiums in that area also. So we'll increase premiums. There'll be a derived effect that money will go into second injury fund because of that also. So with that, I would answer any questions. Thank you.
Any questions on
with this type of language, actively working with those who not only oppose legislation but those on committee who have concerns about the bill, to make sure that we do the best possible situation we can. We're working with Governor Nixon and his staff. We come up with a bill that he will sign.
how's that coming?
Actually, very well.
Really?
Very well. But we're working on the terms. It's going to take a little bit more time, which is why 1403 came through. That's why 1403 came through the House, to get it here at the point where we have the opportunity to sit down with those who oppose the bill and also the governor's staff, and come up with some remedy that addresses those situations where an individual has a toxic exposure at work, contracts an occupational disease, and the argument being that workers' comp does not provide an adequate remedy for that individual, trying to address the adequacy of remedy within workers' compensation. Also trying to address the scenario where an individual dies without a spouse or without kids. And we're actively working on those types of terms.
Very good.
Now the other piece is the second injury fund.
Oh, good. I thought it was like a telegraph.
As Rich said, it's the third time that we've been before you. Most recently, it's the Bill 807, it's an emergencies bill. As we all know, the Senate appears to be much more interested in having a total repeal of the second injury fund, and we're working on that with various stakeholders, and hopefully we're going to find something over the next week or so that we can get to the Senate. Just an update for your benefit, approximately 200 individuals are currently not receiving any permanent disability benefits that have been awarded to them. We're nearing 30,000 pending cases that have yet to be adjudicated, and we're north of $15 million in unpaid awards that have been issued, and incurring 9% interest at this point. So it's a very real problem facing business, and we want to find a solution for it. We want to find a global solution for OD employees. With that, I'd be happy to share.